So here we are, and man, she is talking about having a conversation with a WNBA official, and the official telling her, oh, this is going to be unbelievable. This is going to be like so and so's arrival. And Christine is literally like, oh, they are totally unprepared for what's coming their way. And talking about the Caitlin Clark effect. This is wild.
Veteran sports correspondent Christine Brennan has uncovered substantial evidence regarding the Women's National Basketball Association's inadequate preparation for transformative talent. Her recently published analysis examining the league's response to exceptional players has garnered widespread attention and commercial success. Brennan's literary work focusing on athletic transformation achieved immediate bestseller recognition upon publication. The hardcover version rapidly secured prominent positioning within sports literature markets and generated significant reader engagement.
Los Angeles Sparks on Saturday evening. Head coach Stephanie White has guided her team to 3 straight wins, including a Commissioner's Cup championship victory over the Minnesota Lynx. Following that, the Fever crushed the Las Vegas Aces 81-54. Indiana is now 9-8 and sits third in the Eastern Conference, playing the second of 5 straight games at home. Love to see that homestand. However, the team received tough news Friday afternoon. Star guard Caitlin Clark was ruled out again for Saturday with a lingering groin injury. Clark has not played since logging 31 minutes.
After the prospect announced draft intentions, Brennan initiated contact with executive leadership to assess organizational awareness levels. Her investigation into administrative understanding of incoming talent's significance produced unexpected comparative responses. League management drew parallels between the anticipated arrival and a former player's entrance into the organization. This comparison startled Brennan, who immediately recognized substantial differences between the two scenarios' potential ramifications.
Effect. This is wild, indeed. The day after Caitlin Clark declared for the 2024 WNBA draft, USA Today sports columnist Christine Brennan made a phone call to a top official in the WNBA. Quote, "Do you know how big this is?" Brennan asked. That official said Clark's arrival was the biggest thing to happen to the WNBA since Maya Moore came into the league.
The referenced former player, despite achieving Hall of Fame status and earning Sports Illustrated's designation as women's basketball's premier champion in 2017, generated limited mainstream cultural penetration. While her exceptional capabilities and achievements warranted recognition, her influence remained confined within established basketball communities. Brennan's response to this comparison exposed serious organizational awareness deficiencies. The exchange revealed fundamental misconceptions about the approaching phenomenon's true magnitude and scope. The correspondent understood that incoming talent would generate national fascination extending far beyond conventional basketball demographics. Her comprehensive reporting background provided crucial perspective on transformative possibilities that administrative officials apparently overlooked completely.
For Saturday with a lingering groin injury. Clark has not played since logging 31 minutes in a road game against Seattle on June 24th. We're at the 7-day mark now. According to the Clark's player page on the official WNBA website, quote, Clark will miss a 5th straight game while recovering from a left groin injury. Even though the star guard went through some shooting drills during Friday's practice, it seems she's not ready to return to the hardwood yet. In her absence, Erin McDonald has stepped up. Kelsey Mitchell has been.
This preparation and adequacy transcended individual discussions to encompass broader organizational promotional strategies. Historical marketing materials featured staff members introducing the organization rather than maximizing available star power for enhanced impact. Promotional methodologies indicated squandered opportunities to capitalize on incoming talent's popularity for expanded audience development. Strategic implementation could have integrated this player into comprehensive marketing initiatives.
Folks, Christine Brennan knew that answer right there was like, oh crap. They have no idea what's fixing to happen. And it sounds like from this article, the Indiana Fever weren't even prepared for how big this was going to be. So Brennan answered, What? Wait, what? Brennan was shocked. Maya Moore, a Hall of Famer.
The expected influence would diverge dramatically from previous player introductions. While the former player represented excellence within established boundaries, this new situation promised unprecedented mainstream crossover potential. The evolution would surpass anything previously witnessed in contemporary women's athletics. The transformation scale would prove extraordinary, influencing attendance patterns, viewership metrics, and cultural significance across diverse population segments.
Kelsey Mitchell has been balling. Clark has appeared in 9 games this season and is averaging 18.2 across 33 minutes per game. The next game that we're targeting her for could be this upcoming Wednesday, July 9th, against the Golden State Valkyrie. But fortunately for us, they did link us with the official WNBA website, so I checked the website. And the website, though it's dated 7/3/2025, I'm not sure if they just don't acknowledge Independence Day. I'm not sure.
Brennan's publication contains specific documentation of immediate effects, including preseason attendance statistics. A May 2024 exhibition contest demonstrated the phenomenon's reality through measurable data points. Facility personnel experienced in managing crowds for established professional organizations expressed astonishment at turnout levels. Parking structure staff noted unprecedented congestion, typically associated with major league competitions.
Hall of Famer was called, quote, the greatest winner in the history of women's basketball by Sports Illustrated in 2017. She was talented, beloved superstar in the league, and she deserved all the attention. But outside the league, Moore went virtually unnoticed. So Christine Brennan knew Caitlin Clark was not going to go unnoticed at all. Clark, she was going to capture the attention of an entire nation.
Security personnel observed supporters arriving hours before scheduled events, generating logistical complications for exhibition contests. The 14,000 attendance figure represented exceptional engagement for practice games. Academic viewpoints contributed additional context to the developing situation. Dr. Ryan Brewer, a finance professor specializing in economic valuations, conducted impact analysis that initially appeared implausible. Brewer's computations required repeated verification processes due to seemingly unrealistic projections. The financial consequences for the league, hosting municipality, and broader economy exceeded traditional predictions.
They just don't acknowledge Independence Day. I'm not sure if whoever sets up their website is a day behind, but it confirms what that article says. Clark will miss a 5th straight game while recovering from a left groin injury, even though the star guard went through. I already read that to you guys, right? Now, to verify that 7-3 is really 7-4. I continue to scroll down, and the updates were in real time from what transpired today. They mentioned Friday's practice. They mentioned White not ready to comment on it. They mentioned Ari McDonald.
His scholarly credentials and professional standing made these discoveries particularly meaningful. The remarkable figures reflected genuine transformation rather than temporary enthusiasm. Harry Edwards, a distinguished sociologist, recommended proactive approaches for managing the transition period. His suggestions included educational programming for current players regarding the evolving landscape. Edwards proposed that league leadership implement workshops explaining how enhanced popularity would benefit all participants. These conversations could have addressed concerns about attention allocation and competitive dynamics.
Captured the attention of an entire nation. Brennan had been covering Clark in the WNBA for years, and she could see it coming. This official clearly had no idea. Quote, that interaction tells you everything about the utter lack of preparation or even understanding by the league of what was coming. And she would go on to talk about her book, and she said, that's unfortunate.
The recommendation emphasized preparation for demographic shifts in supporter bases and media attention. Understanding these changes could have facilitated more effective adaptation by players and staff. League promotional approaches revealed organizational constraints. Marketing materials resembled minor league tactics rather than major professional sports campaigns. Production standards and presentation techniques suggested insufficient preparation for mainstream audiences. Broadcasting criteria and promotional content reflected constrained resources and limited vision. These shortcomings extended throughout organizational operations, from advertising campaigns to media relationships. The disparity with major sports leagues became evident across various operational elements.
They mentioned White not ready to comment on it. They mentioned Ari McDonald and how she's been playing. They mentioned Brianna Turner logging minutes in Thursday's game. They mentioned Michaela Timpson logging minutes in Thursday's game as well. Just so you can see how depressing and how terribly run this website is, take a look at the blurbs when it comes to Brianna Turner and Michaela Timpson getting minutes, right? Let's start with Michaela Timpson. This is really the egregious part. No disrespect, Brianna Turner, but the Timpson part is like, this has to be an AI bot. The number 19th overall pick in the 2025 WNBA.
The phenomenon attracted viewers who previously demonstrated minimal interest in women's basketball. Casual observation increased among demographics not traditionally engaged with the sport. Even doubtful observers acknowledge occasional viewing of games featuring developing storylines. Player performances and team dynamics began capturing broader attention periods. While complete conversion to regular viewership remained restricted, the expansion of casual interest represented substantial progress. The foundation for sustained growth became apparent through increased engagement. The situation illuminated systemic problems in professional women's sports administration. Preparation deficiencies suggested broader organizational challenges requiring attention.
And she said, that's unfortunate, but that's what happened. So the league was completely unprepared, which also tells you, and I could tell by their marketing last year. Remember, they had the lady, I've talked about this before. They haven't run this commercial this year, but they had a lady that worked for the league in a commercial telling you about the WNBA and introducing it. And I said, okay, the league doesn't know what they're doing marketing-wise, because Caitlin Clark would have been the one hosting.
Demographic considerations became relevant as new audiences introduced different perspectives and expectations. League leadership needed strategies for managing diverse viewpoints and cultural backgrounds. The transformation demanded comprehensive approaches to supporter engagement, media relationships, and competitive presentation. Success required evolution beyond traditional operational methods. Brennan's documentation exposed significant preparation gaps within professional basketball administration. The comparison to previous player arrivals demonstrated fundamental misunderstanding of the approaching phenomenon's scale.
Pick in the 2025 WNBA draft made her 10th appearance of the season Thursday due to the lopsided score. That's how you know these people don't watch the games. They don't watch the games. They don't know the games. They don't watch them transpire. Michaela Timpson was in the game in the first quarter at the 2.5-minute mark, if memory serves me correct. Before the game was lopsided and got out of hand and we beat down the Las Vegas Aces, Michaela Timpson was already in the game. So what did they say?
League officials appeared unprepared for the magnitude of change that would accompany the new talent. This lack of readiness extended from individual communications to organizational marketing strategies. The situation represented both opportunity and challenge for women's professional sport. Proper preparation could have maximized positive outcomes while minimizing transitional difficulties. Academic analysis confirmed the extraordinary nature of the impact, with financial implications exceeding typical expectations. The numbers supported observations about unprecedented transformation in women's athletics.
They're doing marketing-wise, because Caitlin Clark would have been the one hosting that video introducing fans to the WNBA. That in itself, and I said I would have her in every piece of WNBA propaganda that could possibly, that there would possibly be. She would be on everything. Clark's entrance to pro basketball would be nothing like Maya Moore's. Clark would be bigger, more monumental, more earth-shattering, and game-changing than anything that.
Future success would depend on organizational adaptation to new realities. The phenomenon demanded professional approaches matching the scale of attention and opportunity it created. Current information indicates Caitlin Clark has been classified as inactive for Saturday's competition due to persistent muscle complications. Preliminary details emerged through multiple digital sources.
Beat down the Las Vegas Aces. Michaela Timpson was already in the game. So what did they say? Hey, ChatGPT, write something about Michaela Timpson playing against the Las Vegas Aces on July 3rd. And boom, this is what ChatGPT spit out. So not only do they have the dates wrong, they have the actual facts of the matter wrong. But that's no surprise, folks. I'm just letting you know, If you don't see Caitlin Clark play tomorrow, don't be surprised. If by the time I put this video out, the Indiana Fever announce it, don't be surprised. If they wait till tomorrow to announce it, I hate to say it 3 times in a row, don't be.
Official records confirm Clark's absence represents the 5th straight competition missed, while addressing a left muscle strain. Although she participated in shooting drills during Friday's training session, medical personnel determined she requires extended recovery periods. The injury initially developed during an away competition against Seattle on June 24th, establishing a week-long timeline for her unavailability. Performance records indicate Clark has competed in 9 matches this season, maintaining 18.2 points across 33 minutes per competition. Team leadership anticipates Wednesday, July 9th against the Golden State Valkyries as a possible return opportunity, though this remains provisional pending additional medical assessment.
More monumental, more earth-shattering, and game-changing than anything that happened in modern-day women's sports. The so-called Caitlin Clark effect would be monstrous, potent, and it would be real. Quote, "How did the WNBA not see this coming?" said Brennan. "One of the reasons for having so badly mismanaged Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA is because did they truly not believe this was going to happen to the WNBA? Were they so regulated?"
The Indiana Fever have exhibited enhanced performance during Clark's unavailability, capturing 3 straight victories, including a Commissioner's Cup championship against the Minnesota Lynx. The squad subsequently overwhelmed Las Vegas 81-54, establishing their current 9-8 record and 3rd position ranking in the Eastern Conference. This achievement occurs during a beneficial 5-game residence period. Nevertheless, concerns emerge regarding the precision of official league records. The WNBA website contains numerous factual mistakes, including erroneous dates and misleading competition descriptions. Particularly, information about rookie Michaela Timpson's participation time contains inaccuracies, suggesting automated content creation rather than authentic game monitoring. The website incorrectly claims Timpson entered due to unbalanced scoring when she actually contributed meaningful minutes from the opening quarter.
To announce it, I hate to say it 3 times in a row, don't be surprised. Carolyn Peck. Oh, goodness, Carolyn Peck. What do we have to say about the Indiana Fever being a more dangerous team without Caitlin Clark? We knew this narrative was coming. As soon as the team started looking better, as soon as the team started playing better, making shots, playing defense, gelling a bit more, we knew they would say what? Well, all of this is taking place because Cece's not there. Without Caitlin Clark, this team is much better. The Hatelins, as
ESPN analyst Carolyn Peck has advanced a debatable perspective suggesting Indiana operates more effectively without Clark. During recent commentary, Peck contended the squad becomes more threatening when Clark rests due to her ball-controlling playing approach. She commended the offensive flexibility generated by Kelsey Mitchell and Aaron McDonald's perimeter contributions combined with Aliyah Boston's interior dominance. Peck's evaluation contains factual pestukes, including incorrectly identifying Mitchell as a point guard. Her reliability faces examination given previous debatable statements, particularly her advocacy for Angel Reese over Clark for Rookie of the Year recognition based on efficiency measurements and net rating statistics.